Let's go right into the program. I will demonstrate. There you go. That's perfect, Pat. You can use those two. That's fine. She was showing me a tubing that she has, which has handles on it, which is fine. So let me start demonstrating. Let's start getting into the program. And again, if you have questions as we go, please don't hesitate to ask. So the first exercise and the first 1, 2, 3, 4 exercises are all done from a standing or seated position. So you can choose what you want to do. So the first one, and we've done it before, and I have a meeting after this, that's why I'm dressed up, is just simply squats. So we're not doing a death grip on the chair, we're just simply supporting ourselves. And one of the keys when we do this is to make sure that our tush goes backwards, making sure that our knees don't come in front of our toes. If you are sitting in the chair, the exercise becomes just lifting both knees at the same time. If we're standing, we're just doing squats. So I will do one set of each as we go. So you could choose whichever one you want. So I'll do it from the standing position to start. Okay. So we're going to do 10 squats. Make sure you stick your tuchus backwards. Here we go. 1. Keep your shoulders over your hips. 2. And holding your hand on something is simply a safety issue. That's all. That's 4. 5. 6. 7. This works your entire leg muscles. 8. 9. And 10. Great job. Again, from a standing position or a seated position. If you are sitting, you're sitting at the end of your chair and your legs are out straight. The move is called abduction or abduction, which means you're bringing your leg away from the center. Adduction is when you bring something closer to the center. So abduction of the right leg is simply 10 movements with the right leg straight out. If you're standing, it'll look almost like a jumping jack without moving your arms. So it's just the right leg going straight out. And that's what we're going to do for 10. Here we go. 1, 2. And I don't want you leaning over. Stay up straight. 3. I'm really working the hip. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. 10. You all look good. And not to be left out, we want to do the left leg. And this is the area that we want to strengthen because this is the area that is most common to occur fractures as we advance in age. Notice we do not get old, we advance. Okay? So we're going to do left leg now. Only from the left leg, staying tall. Don't bend over, don't lean. Bring your leg as far as you can to the left. Here we go, 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From a standing position, we're going to do calf raise, meaning we're going up on our tippy toes. We're holding it for a split second, coming back down. If, of course, you're seated, you're simply just doing calf raises. On your tippy toes, hold and put them down. It's up to you what you want to do. It's about you, not about me. I'm giving you options. So let's go up on our tippy toes for 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, it's just a touch of the chair. 5, not the death grip. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Everybody is sitting for the next couple. So join me in your chair. And we're going to do a new exercise that you haven't done before. And we're going to work your shoulders a little bit. I'm getting a lot of people who are on this telling me that their shoulders are bothering them from activities that they're doing around the house. So we need to get some movement back in that. We're going to do what's called quarter moons, horizontal quarter moon to an overhead quarter moon. Okay. And the quarter moon refers to one arm. If you put it together, it's a half. okay? So hands out here, coming to the sides, going, the Macarena, yes, Diana, we're doing that, exactly right. All right, and we're going overhead here. That would be 1, and then we start again from the front. Here we go. Let's go 10. Here we go. Out, up to center. Out, up, 2. Good. Out, up, 3. Out, up, 4. Out, up, 5. Good. Out, up, 6. Out, up,
Good to go.
7. Out, up.
As always, thanks, Neil.
You got it. You got it. Out, up, 9. Out, up, 10. And as you see, we just incorporated all the movements that your shoulders would ever do in anything that we're doing. It's rare that we're trying to reach behind us, but it's everything that we're reaching for, whether it be up on a high shelf or carrying something from the side. It's all the movements that our shoulders would do. Okay. Now you're going to grab your towels. You'll see why we're using them. A lot of people have weights. They don't have weights. Again, functional exercise. That's what this is about. So I want you to hold with your palms up the towel in each hand. I'm going to grab my towel, wherever it is. I took it outside. So we're going to grab the towel as if we were holding weights, almost like a barbell, and we're going to pull them apart so your arms have tension on them. And we are doing full curls while holding and pulling our hands apart. 10 of them. Here we go. 1, 2. You'll see it'll put more tension on the bicep. 3. Good. Pull that towel apart. Should be no sag in the middle. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. 10. Great job, guys. Here we go. We're going to do another towel exercise. We're going to start, and the towel should be folded in half. We're going to start with our hands together here, and we're doing what's called rope pull downs. In a gym, you may have seen the machine where a rope is hanging down with a knot at the end. And you'll see everybody here. Oh, there you go. You're coming back now. Cool. Did everybody hear what I just said? No. Okay. So we're going to tell you again. Can you hear me now? Perfect. Okay. So we're going to start within a gym. You will see a machine that has a rope hanging from a weight, and there is 2 balls at the end, 2 knots at the end. People will hold the end of the knot. They'll bring your hands down and out, and we're working the tricep muscle right here. So it's down and out. What we're going to do with the towel is the towel is bent in half. We're going to pull down, and at the bottom, pull the towel apart, because I really want the tricep to work. If you want to do it standing, you can do it standing and pull down and out. If you want to do it seated, you can pull down and out. Doesn't matter. Okay. So we start shoulder height, towel bent. We pull down, pull the towel apart. That's 1. You'll feel the isometrics at the bottom. 2, 3, pull that towel apart. 4, good. 5, 6, pull that towel apart. 7, 8, 9, 10, pull it apart. Good. holding the towel with your palms down and pulling tension on the towel. Pulling the towel apart, okay? And we're bringing our shoulder blade straight back. So you're no higher than your shoulders. You're not up in the air, you're not down low, even with the floor. Here we go, straight back. 1, 2, it's a very small movement. Keep the towel tension. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why are we doing this? To work your back muscles, to maintain posture, give you an upright appearance so you're not hunched over all day. We spend a great deal of time sitting at the computer right now or looking on our phone or watching TV, and we're kind of in the land of the slumpies. We need to be tall and erect and make sure our shoulders are tall and proud. Let's do our last 2 exercises, which are toes pointed, and we're going in clockwise direction with both our feet for 10 reps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're going in the counterclockwise direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Unmute yourselves for a second. Just unmute yourself. 3 dots in the corner of your picture. There'll be an unmute thing. Okay. How many of you at this point feel something in your arms that you haven't felt before from pulling the towel?
You're unmuted.
Is that you are, Janetta? Good, excellent. Phil, you are. I'm glad to see that. Does anybody else feel that? Diana, good, great, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
That's the important. The key to that is to keep the tension on the towel being pulled apart, because that already engages the muscles. Then we're moving the muscles against this tension, which makes the muscles work that much harder with no weights, okay? Tension isometric exercises, I like to call them. And somebody's getting a call. Say hi for us. So let's go back to the top of the program, and we're going to go all the way through. Now that I've explained everything, we're going to go back. So you can mute yourselves. All we're doing is squats if you're standing, knee raises if you're seated, and I will sit for this particular one. Make sure that when you are sitting, you're sitting where the top of the chair meets the bottom, and you're letting the chair support you, okay? So 10 of them, here we go. 1, or squats, 2, 8, 9, good. 10, excellent. If you're seated, you're bringing your right leg out and bringing it back. We're working not only the hip, but the groin muscles. These muscles here are called hip flexors. Hip flexors mean brings your knee up. That's exactly what it's for. But we want to work these so we don't have any groin injuries and or hip irritation. So right leg goes out to the side. 1, 2. If you're standing, do it like we did before. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Because it's lonely, we're going the other way now. And bring your left leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. For those of you that are standing, you're doing calf raises, holding it for a split second, bringing it down. For those of you who are sitting like me right now, we're going up on our tippy toes, hold, and then go down. 10 of them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very nice. 8, 9. Great job. 10. Fantastic. Everybody's seated at this point. Let's do our quarter moons. So we start off with our hands out front, bring them out to the side, over our head, and return them pointing. And again, when we're doing the quarter moon here, we are parallel to the ground. Okay? Everybody understand that? Everybody's good with that? Cool. Here we go. Hands are out straight. We're going out, up to the center. Out, up. That's 2. Out, up, 3. Out, up, 4. Up. Up, 7. Out, up, 8. Out, up, 9. Up, and 10. Are you guys also seeing that the computers are freezing a little bit? Are you noticing that today? Okay, there's something in the air because there's nothing going on here. I just want to make sure. Let's grab our towels. Palms are up. We're going to change the bicep curl. We did full curls the last time. This time, we're going to do those elbow back curls. So it looks like this. Arms are hanging. We bring our elbows back. The towel slides up our body. If you're seated, just bring the towel from your waist up to your chest and back. And elbows go backwards. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the tension on the towel. 5. Pull it apart. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. There are 3 parts to a muscle. The origin where it starts close to your spine, the insertion where it ends, and then the muscle belly. When we do full curls, we're working the origin and the insertion. When we're doing the elbow back curls like we just did, we're working the actual belly of the muscle so you become like Popeye, okay? That's the middle here to make it. You got to eat spinach too. That's important too. You got to squeeze the cam and let it pop out. See, only people in our generation actually even know that. So it's kind of funny. Let's do the rope pull downs. Starting again, chest height. Towel is bent. When you get to the bottom, pulling your hands apart, you're pulling that towel apart. Here we go for 10. 1, pull it apart. 2, pull it apart. 3, pull it. Make those muscles work. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shoulder blade retraction, holding that towel apart. Pull your hands apart. And what we want to do is bring our shoulder blades together. So you want to squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Your arms stay straight through the whole movement. And it's just a little 3-4 inch movement here to squeeze those shoulder blades together. So this is what it looks like from behind. We're just bringing our shoulder blades together, just like that. Did everybody see that? Was that okay? Was that visible to everybody? Cool. All right, 10 of them. Here we go. Pull that apart. Shoulder blades back. 1, 2, squeeze your shoulder blades. 3, 4, 5, 6, pull them. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job, guys. Remember, it's not bending the elbows there. It's keeping the arms straight and just bringing your shoulder blades so they squeeze together. We're going to turn our ankles now. Clockwise to start for 10. Both feet at the same time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go the other way now for counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, turn on your mics for a sec. It's here where we're halfway done and we're going through the exercises now. I want to see if anybody has any questions about how to do an exercise properly. Form is always paramount. Netta, go ahead.
When you're doing the shoulder press, you said keep your elbows straight.
Correct.
That's very hard to do.
So what we want to do is not this. What we want to do is our arms are straight and our shoulder blades are just squeezing together. So the arms come back about 2 or 3 inches just to squeeze the shoulder blades together. So don't bring, yeah, that's it. You got it now. That's it. And the key to it is keeping the tension on the towel as you do it. Anybody else have any questions at this point?
So you're working the rhomboids on that one.
Oh, I love when you talk dirty. That's awesome. The answer is absolutely yes. Absolutely. Who was that? Was that Phil?
That was me.
All right, attaboy. Thank you for keeping me in line. Go ahead, Jane.
When you're doing the pull down on the rope,
Yeah.
how high do you want that to go?
Shoulder height. We keep it here to
In the gym,
start.
you see it very high.
Yeah, that's to reach up. Truthfully, now you're crossing a joint space, which is not the muscle it's intended to work.
Okay.
All we're working is this muscle right here called the tricep muscle, and it's the back of your arm. Muscles work, as I've told you repeatedly, in agonist and antagonist. The bicep works, the tricep stabilizes. The tricep works, the bicep stabilizes. Okay, so we work them in concert with each other. Okay.
Okay.
Phil, did I get that right? Okay, Diana.
Are you always pulling on the ropes for
Always. Anytime we're using the towel right now, we're pulling our hands apart to do it.
Okay. All right.
Because that engages the muscles at the start. So now there's tension on the muscles. Now we're doing a movement through that tension.
Okay. And do you squeeze the towel or basically tension? Well, he'll come.
Okay, there you go. You're coming back.
All
It's
right.
like all of a sudden you guys go into mummy mode and they're like, oh my God. But yes, the idea is to keep the tension on the towel because it engages the muscles to start. And then we're doing a functional movement through that tension to add more tension to the muscles themselves. Does that make sense?
Yep,
Cool.
thank you.
Anybody else have any questions? Anybody else? Cool, cool, cool. Here we go. Let's go to the top of the page again. Let's do squats or knee raises. I'll do them standing this time again. Okay. Here we go. Squats, holding the chair just as a support, not the death grip. Just a touch. Here we go. 1. If you're seated, you're lifting your knees. 3. Nice and slow. 4. 5. Working those muscles. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Fantastic. Let's work that hip and the hip flexors. Let's work our adductors, abductors, and we're going to bring our leg out to the side for 10. 1. And again, don't lean, stay straight up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, toes stay straight forward. 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to switch to the other side now and work our left leg. Or if you're seated, you're at the end of the chair, just bring your left leg out and back to the center. Here we go. 1, toes stay pointed forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Let's do our calf raises on your tippy toes if you're standing, on your tippy toes if you're seated. Bring the legs up. Here we go. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, 2. Up, hold, 3. Up, hold, 4. Up, hold, 5. Up, hold, 6. Up, hold, 7. Up, hold, 8. Up, hold, 9. Last one. Up, hold, and 10. Everybody seated. We're back to our quarter moons. So hands are out straight. We're parallel to the ground, not too high, not too low, parallel to the ground. We're working the muscle called the deltoid. Phil's checking me on everything I'm saying, so it's got to be important. It got to be good. So arms are out straight. Okay. We bring our hands out, overhead, and to the center. Now, before we continue, some of us already have shoulder arthritic changes. Some of us can't straighten our arms out. You do the best you can. So if you can only straighten your arm out that far, that's okay. And if you can only go up this high, that's okay. I want movement in here. The more movement you put into a joint that's arthritic, the more you retard the arthritic changes that are taking place. When you give into it and do nothing, it gets worse. Let's do quarter moons. Here we go. Out, up to the center. Out, up, 2. Out, up, good job, 3. Slow and rhythmic. Out, up, 4. Out, up, 5. Out, up, 6. Out, up, 7. Out, up, 8. Out, up, 9. Out, up, 10. How many of you, by a show of hands, when you're doing those movements, hear or feel kind of grinding movements in your shoulders? All that is twofold stuff. Either fluid in the joint and you're popping some of the little bubbles, or the bones can be rubbing against each other, or ligaments which connect bone to bone, or tendons which connect muscle to bone have a laxity and sometimes they rub against the bone. All of those sounds, as long as it's not causing you an ow pain, are totally benign and mean nothing. Okay, so it's perfectly okay. So don't get nervous by that. Let's grab our towels. Full bicep curls again, and just like Diana asked, we're pulling the towel apart. That engages all the muscles. And when we do, we're doing a full bicep curl right now for 10. Keep the tension on the towel. 1. Rip it apart. 2. 3. 4. Pull it. The towel will not cry. 5. 6. 7.
I'm cold.
8. Pull it. 9. 10. Fantastic. Let's do our rope pull downs. So we're pulling down, bringing our hands out, and at the bottom, we're pulling our hands apart to create tension on that towel outside. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, pull it. 5 at the bottom, pull. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, pull it. Good. Let's do our shoulder blade retraction. Arms are out straight. Tension on the towel. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull that towel. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's finish this set with our feet. Count clockwise with our feet. Toes are pointed out, and we're going to roll them clockwise first, both feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Fantastic. That's the end of set 3. We got 1 to go. You guys right now should be feeling your arms a little bit tired. We're working muscles in a way that you guys haven't done before. So without having to explain this routine, you could get in a very rhythmic approach to doing each of these exercises. Because I'm taking time to explain it, it almost appears herky-jerky, but it's really not. But it's very important to make sure when you're doing any new exercise that you do it perfect. Jane brought up a good point. In the gym, you'll often see many a person attempting to do the oddest looking of exercises. And most times it's some fad exercise that they either saw in some men's magazine, or they're trying to invent a technique to make them look important. And I got to tell you something, they're doing nothing more than hurting themselves. So if you do the exercise as it's intended to do, you can work muscles effectively and make them function better. I cannot tell you how many times a week in the gym with the athletes, I will see guys doing bicep curls like this. And I say to them as they're holding 80-pound dumbbells, what are you doing? So I'm doing bicep curls, 80 pounds. I said, you're not moving your arms at all. You're not working your biceps at all. You're working your tush. And you haven't done anything, and you're hurting your back, and you're going to be in my office. So it's very important to do exercises as they were intended. So a bicep curl is simply bringing your hands here. We're adding tension on the muscle by pulling the towel apart and then bringing it up. So it's an isometric exercise that makes the muscle work that much harder. Okay, so let's start from the top. We're going to do squats. I'm going to stay seated in the chair this time for those that are seated. For those that are standing, you're going to squat down. Make sure your tush comes back so your knees don't come in front of your toes. And we're lifting both knees at the same time if you're seated. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very nice. 7, 8. I like it. 9 and 10. Beautiful work. Abduction. Sitting at the end of your chair, or if you're standing, you're bringing your right leg out to the side. If you're seated, you're just bringing your right leg out to the side. It's the same movement whether you're standing or seated. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All the movement is taking place in your hip. 4, 5. Here too, you might hear some grinding stuff. It's okay. 7, 8, 9.
That's
Last
good.
one, 10. Fantastic. Other side. We're going to bring your leg out to the side. Here we go. 1, 2,
Sitting in the chair.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. Kath, it's good to see you, even though I just see your name. It's nice to see you here. I want to shout out a couple of people, and then I'm going to continue the exercise. I know you're getting tired. Tony, it's nice to see you. Pat, good to see you again. Oh, Netta, you're always here and doing great. Florida, and New Mexico, all in a row, right at the top. It looks good. Bring warm weather here, please, please, please. It's freezing. I want to go outside.
Just so you
It's
know,
too-
we had a snowstorm last night. We're up in the mountains here, 7,300 feet in
Wow,
Santa Fe. So
that's
it's not, it's winter.
significant. They are actually talking about in the Sierra Madres 7 feet of snow.
I
coming.
wish. We
Yeah,
could
it's
use it.
crazy. It's crazy. All right, let's do our calf raises. If you're standing, you're going up, hold, and then down. If you're seated, you're simply bringing your knees up as we go up onto our tippy toes. Here we go for 10. Up, hold, down. Up, hold, 2. Up, hold, 3. Up, hold, 4. Up, hold, 5. Up, hold, 6. Up, hold, 7. Up, hold, 8. Up, hold, 9. Up, hold, 10. Good. Let's get back into our quarter moons here. Hands are out straight. We're not making fists. We're simply relaxing our hands, and the natural curve of your hand is downward, by the way. Hands are out. We'll bring them out to the sides, over our heads, back to the center. Here we go. Out, up, 1. Out, up, 2. Out, up, 3. Out, up, 4. Out, up, 5. Out, up, 6. Very good. Out, up, 7. Out, up, 8. Up, out, 9. Out, up, and 10. Fantastic. Your arms should be a little tired. Your shoulders should be feeling it right now after doing that. In some people, they may want to do 3 to 5 pound weights and do the same movements as you get more adept at that exercise. Let's grab our towel. We're doing elbow back curls this time. Put tension on the towel, and we're bringing our elbows straight back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep tension on the towel. 7, 8, 9. Last one, 10. Great job. Rope pull downs. Bend that towel in half. And when we bring our hands down, they will naturally come apart. And when you get to the bottom, you're pulling on the towel. I promise you now that if any of you rip your towel in half, I'll buy you a new one. Okay? So here we go. Bent towel. Pull them down, pull it apart. Ready? 1. Pull that towel. 2. It's a slow rhythmic motion down. 3. Pull it apart. 4. 5, 6, 7. Good, Diane, that was great. 8, 9. Good job, Ted. 10. Let's do our shoulder retraction or squeezes. Arms are out as straight as you can. Tension on that towel. Bring your shoulder blades straight back. Squeeze them together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. Let's do our leg rolls. Our leg rolls, ankle rolls, toes are out straight. Toes are out straight. We're going in a clockwise direction with both feet. 10. 1, 2, point your toes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we finish with counterclockwise. Toes are pointed again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. We finished all 4 sets. Unmute yourselves. A couple of things I want to tell you that you may be feeling.
You're frozen.
Yeah. Must be the weather, the storm coming.
Like you're all stuck in motion. It's great.
So are you,
All right.
Paul.
I know. I can only imagine. Okay. So by doing a new type of exercise,